On this episode of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
Another ball. It's a giant! Oh, there we go!
CV Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine. Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Ballyhood Lures, rigged Wahoo cowbells, and a proven lineup of tournament-winning tuna and dolphin lures. Free shipping at ballyhood.com. Taco Marine, makers of Shade Fin, a lightweight, versatile shade system that easily attaches into rod holders, tops, and arches for convenient portable boat shade. Shade Fin, shadow in seconds. Boat Outfitters, where owners and builders go for replacement parts and hard-to-find hardware. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Capt Mike. Got my close friend, Captain Michael Sisto, on board with Jersey Key Charters. We've got a really cool show in store for you. Michael, we're going out wreck fishing. You know,
Hit the wrecks.
We're gonna hit the wrecks. Absolutely awesome venue down here in the Florida Keys. We're in Marathon, okay, and we're gonna look for, oh gosh, maybe mutton snappers, African pompanos, you know, king mackerel, pelagics, who knows? There's all sorts of species that occupy these wrecks down here during the wintertime months. We're gonna talk about how to find the wrecks. We're gonna talk about the proper tackle, rigging techniques, the proper bait, everything involved with coming down here, either on your own, maybe renting a boat, or certainly if you jump aboard a charter with you guys, you know, so you know what's up and you know what you're doing. You know, we're gonna get you zeroed in, because I'll tell you what, anybody can come out here and wreck fish, but to catch the quality fish, to land the quality fish, it's a science.
It's a science, and you need a little bit of experience.
Absolutely, you need the right gear, you've got, you know, it's all in the details like all other fisheries. And I'll tell you what, if you do it right, you know, I'm not saying you're gonna crush them every day, because fishing is fishing, but you're certainly gonna lean the odds in your favors. So we're gonna head out. We've got some overcast conditions. We may get some rain here today. The weather's been a little bit shaky, but we're here, we're going fishing. We're gonna make, you know, the best of it no matter what. We're gonna stop real quick, load up on some fresh bait, see if we can get tight on some big sea monsters, man.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Let's go get them.
All right. Down here in the Keys, and you know, we've relocated down here to Marathon this season. I've learned a lot about wreck fishing, and I think one of the key factors is what they consider a wreck here in the Keys is not what we typically consider a wreck off of Broward or Dade County. You know, up there, you're looking for 100, 200, 300-foot freighter. Down here, you're looking for a small piece of bottom, and that's what they're gonna consider and call a wreck. But you can fish around the entire perimeter of the piece. That's what's really neat. Especially the big muttons. They'll swim within 200 yards of the wreck, so don't think you need to be right on top of it. We're fishing really long leaders. Super important when you're wreck fishing here that you fish long leaders, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, it keeps that bait up off the bottom. Looks really natural, nice natural presentation. In addition to that, a lot of these fish are really spooky, especially the mutton snappers. Very spooky. If they hear that sinker, they see that sinker, if they feel that lead bouncing on the bottom, oftentimes they just won't touch that bait. So a nice long leader helps you prevent that. You don't want to come up, whatever it is.
All right, here we go. So now we're at our lead.
I'm gonna step back here.
And with this, all you do is a quick turn and around, and it's off.
Okay, perfect. And now that that lead's off, I can fight that fish. I got color right there. I could fight that fish right to the tip of the rod and not have to worry about that lead. Big mutton, big mutton. That's what we want. Nice mutton.
All right.
Woo!
Bring it right over here. And
awesome. How about
Look at that fish.
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
How about that one right there? What an absolute stud.
Oh, that's
Stud,
beautiful
dude.
fish. Yeah.
Look at that. That is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Now that's what we're looking for again on these wrecks. Look, that circle hook, I gotta stress.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
right there,
Perfect.
locked in his jaw.
Perfect, dude, perfect. I mean, if you're talking about a circle hook doing what it's supposed to do, it can't be any better than that. And it's in that tough part of that jaw, right? So there's no way that that hook is coming out.
We were not pulling a hook on
We
this
were not
fish.
pulling a hook on that fish.
No
No way.
shot.
Let's talk a little bit about this incredible fish right here. You know, the mutton snapper, it is the prized of all snapper here throughout the Florida Keys, especially fish this size. Now, you'll catch those 18 to 20 inch size fish on the reef, but to catch the big ones, the really impressive fish like this, you've got to fish some of that deeper water. You know, that's where you're going to find these bigger fish and bigger baits. And what an incredible fish. I mean, this guy is just cruising down below around that structure. Okay, he's picking off shrimp, crabs, finfish, you know, juvenile, anything, really, lobsters, anything he can catch. He's got massive crushers at the top of his mouth right there, massive crushers on the bottom of his mouth. I don't know if you can see that, but, and I'll tell you what, when he approaches a bait, he comes up to it and he doesn't nibble. He literally will just come up to that bait and inhale it. And it's gotta look right, swim right, smell right, taste right, feel right. If something isn't right, he's not eating it.
When you're in command of a boat with Mercury 400 horsepower Verados, you might start to feel like you're someone that fish should fear, that the water should respect, and that the world should acknowledge. Until you realize you are all those things. The Mercury 400 horsepower Verado. Power, control, and speed in a lightweight package.
Fiberglass. They use it to build boats and yachts because of its strength and durability. And that's exactly what every Frigid Rigid cooler is made out of. This is my set after 12 years and I keep them outdoors. With industrial grade rubber gasket and stainless steel hinges with backing plates, not a single component has failed on any of them. Can you honestly say that about your coolers? From 35 to 300 quarts, there's a Frigid Rigid cooler, coffin box, or freezer for every boat.
Dependable terminal tackle. It's vital in every venue. That's why professional anglers targeting bonefish to blue marlin rely on Diamond Fishing products. With an extensive selection of the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line in the world, it's time you avoid the rest and rig with the best. Diamond Fishing products, the official line of Florida Sport Fishing TV, tournament-winning fishing teams, and busy charter captains from coast to coast.
You know, when you hook a big fish like that, wreck fishing, reef fishing, and on that first run, when that fish realizes something is very, very wrong, and he's screaming line in the opposite direction, there's not much you can do, you know, don't slam on that brakes, you know, don't lock down that drag and think you're gonna tell that fish to, you know, stop. It's not gonna happen on that first run, the first couple runs, you know, let him go. Look, I mean, I could feel that fish just digging right back toward the bottom, and there we go. And now he's backed off a little bit, so I'm gonna apply a little bit more pressure, and again, now he's going back down. You know, it seems simple, but believe it or not, a lot of guys will lose quality fish. Inexperienced anglers, anxious anglers will lose quality fish because they're not patient. And should be seeing him. Got some color right there. Color right there.
Got color. We got here. It is
Giant mutton.
giant
Giant.
mutton.
A little more, a little more. Nice.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, what a trophy. Oh my God. Yes. Holy smokes. Holy.
Mutton.
What a stud. Dude, they don't get any bigger than that, do they?
That's a full-grown mutton
Right.
snapper right there.
Yeah, look, that VMC hook. You know, it's incredible that fighting a fish like that, and it all comes down to that little connection right there, you know?
Right in the socket of that
Right,
jaw.
it all comes down to just that little connection right there. But, you know, those hooks get them, and even though they're that thin wire, they're so strong.
Yeah, that
They
thin
don't
wire
bend.
is nice. It pierces right through.
There we go.
Yeah, he wasn't down.
Wow,
Mutton snapper.
that right there is wreck fishing in the Florida Keys. Down and dirty. That's the real deal right there.
Rigging Station, proudly presented by VMC, your expert in hooks.
Hey guys, we just got back to the dock here and want to talk to you about the exact tackle that you're watching us fish today. We're fishing an 8-foot Chaos graphite rod. This is a custom rod that I designed myself specifically for mutton snapper and wreck fishing and bottom fishing. It's ultralight, graphite, soft tip, super sensitive, but yet plenty of backbone. We've got the rod matched to a Daiwa Saltiga 40 HA. We've got the same outfits with 35 HA reels. Either are gonna do plenty of line capacity, silky smooth drag system, fast retrieve, just a perfect bulletproof reel for this type of fishing. The reel is loaded with 30-pound diamond braid. I can't stress enough how important that diamond braid is. Ultra sensitive, super strong, super thin, plenty of line capacity, and I'm telling you what, there's no other line you should be fishing. That's the bottom line. From there, we've got the braid connected to a very long leader, about 70 feet of 40-pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon. And we've connected that braid to that fluorocarbon with an Alberto knot. It's a simple knot to tie, but you've got to do it right. And when you do, it's absolutely bulletproof and reliable. The end of the leader, 5.0 VMC inline tournament circle hook, incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, but it's a light wire hook, and that ensures that my bait is going to be as natural as possible. And that's what I'm trying to achieve, a very natural presentation. These fish are not dumb. The small ones are dumb, the big ones are not dumb. From there, right on our braid, we tie a dropper loop close to where we connect that braid to the leader, about 12 inches away from the knot. On that dropper loop is where we connect our bank sinker, and that's going to vary from 10 to 16 ounces. We connect it with a short length of 20-pound test mono in case it gets hung in the bottom, easy to break out. From there, I'm telling you what, I mean, I just can't stress it enough. Your tackle's got to be in good shape. It's got to be maintained properly. But throughout the day, check your leader often. That's another benefit to a long leader. If it's chafed up at the end, cut a piece off. If a knot doesn't look right, retie it. Okay, do these things. Check your drag after every drop or even while you're fishing continuously. It's the fundamentals that are going to keep you in the game and that are going to ensure that you're able to catch big quality fish like you watched us catch. And stick around because you haven't seen anything yet.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Above deck or below, Easy Anchor Puller is the way to go. From the Hero Series pontoon anchoring solutions on freshwater lakes and rivers to the Rebel Freefall Series when fast anchor deployment is critical in deep coastal salt water, there's an Easy Anchor Puller for every application. Aluminum or fiberglass boat Easy Anchor Puller drum anchor winches are compact enough to fit in tight spaces and made with all 3/16 stainless steel components so you can easily mount them above deck or below. Visit EasyAnchorPuller.com, call 1-800-800-1640 today.
Are you ready for a world-class adventure? Fishing up to 150 miles offshore and always on the hunt for untouched fisheries, the legendary 100-foot Yankee Caps is Florida's premier long-range headboat. Fish around the clock for trophy snapper, grouper, tilefish, tuna, and more. With all the comforts of home and plenty of elbow room, Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew will put you or your entire charter on a hot bite fishing the famed halfway ledge, Pulley Ridge, and beyond. Rated #1 in service, Yankee Cap sails from Key West year-round.
The award-winning Z Performance line from CV raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The CVZ is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance. Safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the CVZ. Schedule a sea trial today.
Just dropping down another pinfish. I like to fish the pinfish on the bottom. It's a very, very hardy bait. Everything eats them. Circle hook right there, right in front of the eyes. Super lively. Drop that in, and I'm gonna pull that leader out real carefully. Again, that's a 60, 70 foot leader, 40 pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon. Okay. Pull that right in the water off the rod tip. It's a real simple way to do it, and then you can see right on the braid I've got little dropper loop tied right there on the braid. Okay, and right there is where I'm going to take my 16-ounce lead that's tied on about 12 ounces, or I should say 12 inches of 20-pound mono, right onto the swivel, right there. So you can see it's hanging right on the line. This way we can remove it at any time. And 16, again, you may think that's a lot of lead for fishing, what are we, close to 200 feet, but it really isn't. You know, it's just enough to keep that bait right in the strike zone, right on the bottom, okay? Especially when we're drifting at over a knot and a half right now, 1.7. So I want plenty of lead to keep that bait down there deep. And keep in mind, when I hit the bottom, I'm gonna crank up 4 or 5 turns and leave the rod in the rod holder. Now the lead is not gonna be hitting the bottom. It's not gonna be hitting the rocks or any reef or wreck. It's gonna be quiet. It's a very, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very stealthy approach. I fish with the reel locked up, fairly tight drag. You've got a long leader, so that bait has a really nice natural presentation. And every couple minutes, drop it back down, connect with the bottom, make sure you've got situational awareness, do it right, and you're gonna get tight. I'll tell you, I can't stress it enough. You know, if you're unfamiliar with this fishery, if you wanna come down here to the Keys and you're unfamiliar with how to do this, I can't stress how important it is, the value of local knowledge. Charter a guy, you know, Mike, Jersey Key Charters, they run a couple of boats. These guys will put you on the meat, but more importantly, they'll teach you what you need to know. So in the long run, when you come down with your own boat, you're gonna save time, you're gonna save money, you're gonna be more successful. You know, I mean, these guys are out here fishing. Michael, you got 2 boats, you're out fishing every day.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. You guys have your finger on the pulse.
And try to keep on them every day. But we get customers all the time before they rent a boat or bring their own boat down. They'll fish us a day or two. We'll put them in the right direction, get them ready to go.
Big, big, big African pompano.
Woo.
Stay on them underwater.
These fish, their body, they turn sideways in here.
Oh,
they are just
look at
brutal.
them right
Look
up
at
on
them
top.
just digging. That is a beautiful pompano.
Oh, that's a stud. What a beast. All right, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Nope.
All right, here we go,
There he
here we
is.
go, here we go. Here we go. A little more. A little more. Hang on. Oh.
All right.
A little more, right to the rod tip. Wait for the shot. Done. Yeah! What a beast! Yeah, baby! Whoa! How about that one?
Oh.
How about that one? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what
Look
wreck
at this
fishing
thing.
down here in the Keys is all about. Yes!
Marine Electronics, proudly presented by DeBro Fishing. Innovative tackle storage solutions for every venue. Learn more online.
There's some marks right there. 70 foot, 120, couple fish right there coming through. Those look like kings. I'll tell you, it's super important here that you use your electronics to stay on the bite. This Furuno TZ Touch, absolutely awesome. And you can clearly see how all of our tracks, we're really fishing a series of 2 different wrecks here. They're very close together. Remember, we talked about it earlier today. A wreck here in the Middle Keys is a small piece of structure. We're not talking about giant 200-foot freighters. And there's a couple of them that are relatively close to each other here, so we're able to set up our drip, up current, upwind, and it's literally just sweeping us down alongside both of these pieces. And by using my TZ Touch, my Furuno TZ Touch network, I could stay on that bite. I could, you know, really pinpoint exactly where I want to be. I could fish just to the east of the wrecks. I can push off a little bit more to the west and really canvas the entire area. And in addition to the sounder, my 3D sounder here, I've got just a virtual picture of everything that's happening around me. And I cannot stress it enough. You know, technology's come a long way. Use it. That's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to have this sort of technology and not make the most out of it. So learn your electronics, use them, determine your speed, determine your direction of travel, and use that information to position the boat accordingly so you maximize on every minute that your baits are in the water. And if you do it right, I'm telling you what, it's going to make a huge difference, and you'll be able to catch some beautiful fish like you've seen us catch here today.
Aqua Traction marine flooring outperforms the competition, enhancing the comfort, appearance, and fishability of any boat. Competitors use open cell foam, prone to staining. Our durable closed cell foam is 100% stain resistant and withstands the harshest marine environments. We guarantee it. Precise designs and dependable adhesive ensure your custom floor will exceed your expectations with many seasons of trouble-free use. Contact our preferred dealer for a free quote and discover the difference.
Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's Grouper Dynamo.
Yeah! How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing. Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Spool Tech, Hyperlastic, Engage, and Oceanborn lures. Stay connected with the next generation of innovative and effective soft and hard baits for every venue. Salt Life sunglasses, unparalleled polarized protection with anti-glare properties and special coatings to repel water and oil. Jigs R Us, a massive selection of slow pitch jigs in stock and ready for delivery. Free shipping at jigsrus.com, and your entire order will arrive rigged and ready to fish.
Got them on here. You know, there's a lot of wrecks all across the Keys, all in that 100 to 300 foot range. But how do you find them? You know, that's the key. How do you find them? How do you know which spots are worth fishing? Network with other captains. You can do some research online, but the stuff you find online tends to be beat up. A lot of it's moved from storms, and their ghost numbers are not even there. And I'll tell you, they're hard to come by. Good numbers here in the Keys are very, very hard to come by. But I would say the best way, put out a couple of Wahoo lures and just start fishing. Start high-speed trolling in that 100 to 300 foot range and keeping one eye glued to the sounder the entire time. And every time you mark something, you know, create a waypoint. Very easy to do on the Furuno TZ Touches. It's a push of a button. And I think one of the biggest challenges that I face down here is what to fish for on any given day. You know, on your charters, Mike, well, how do you determine it? What factors do you use to determine what you're going to do on that particular day?
We usually go, depending on current, water, we'll make our call the day before. Whew. But the beautiful thing, well, I love it down here in the Keys, is that the options are pretty much endless. So each day we leave, if one thing isn't working, we switch gears.
Switch it up, and
there's always something that you're going to find that's going to be able to bite. Okay, we're at the lead here. Just walk back. Oh, he's taking a run. Hang on. Oh, he didn't want to stop there.
Ready?
Okay. There we go.
got it.
The nice thing with those swivels, that braid slides right through. You don't even have to open up that swivel. About to have color here.
Coming back
I'll tell
up
you
here.
what, he's acting.
Oh, look at him out there.
There's the blue.
Look at that.
Oh man, that's a lot of color. That's a lot of
That's a
color.
lot of color. I don't even know what.
It's another pompano.
Oh, it's a giant. It's a giant. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Look at him.
Man.
Oh,
What a day. This is
fight.
even bigger. Yeah.
dude, this is bigger.
Yeah, this is definitely a big fish.
The other one was a trophy. This is a super
see,
trophy.
so
All right, wait.
Which way?
Get on the right of me
Yep,
here.
Get on the right side of you here.
Nice. What a super slob. What about
What
that?
a slob.
Oh my God.
Nice job. Nice job.
That's what it is right there. That's it. Show's over. Cut the cameras. We're going home.
Look at that. Hooked right on the outside. Whew.
Oh God, my hands are shaking. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Just that. Look, you don't need a big hook. You know, that's the key is you don't need a big hook, but you need a strong hook.
Definitely
That's that.
strong VNC.
5-0, right there. Matches that pinfish perfectly. And look at the size of that beast. Beast! Oh my God.
Connect with the crew on Instagram at Florida Sport Fishing TV. Catch our extreme seminar series at www.fsftv.com and get hooked up.
With some nice seared African pompano with a little lemon butter wine caper sauce. Oh, it's on, baby.
Can't wait.
It's on, baby. Yeah.